What's going down, everybody? It's Daryl, DWES Enterprise. So, let me turn this around. As usual, I look scruff McGruff, all jacked up and stuff, but it is what it is. So I did make a video on this kind of earlier. It was for an estimate that I was going to, but I didn't really complete it. So if I get the job, you'll probably see this twice. What I'm about to say. Basically, it's on the van. Let me clean this up a little bit. Looks a little. It still looks jacked up. Anyway, so with the van, this is the second week. Today is Wednesday. It happened last Monday, so this is the start of the second week that they've had it. Went there on Saturday and basically told them, you know, like, yo, I need some answers like sooner than later because I need the van, like. And the guy was like, oh, I thought this was like an extra van and we had some time. I was like, no, like, luckily last week I was able to move some stuff around. But now we're getting to the point to where, you know, jobs are piling up, coming up. So I do need a situation where I can start going to work. You know, your first week is cool. It's not a big deal. Second week, you're like, man, yo. So I'll tell you kind of, there's a good amount of things that are wrong with the van, which I knew. I just never really got it done. They want to, I'll go start off with like the small stuff and then we'll get into what's actually happening. So all the fluids need to be flushed. You know, your brakes, your brake fluid. Power steering is good because I just did it, but antifreeze, the oil itself, so they want to do like flushes on those. He did say that the antifreeze kind of looks, it was like water, but when it gets kind of low I just fill it up with water, so probably not the best thing, but so far so good on that part. But the brake booster is leaking. Is that what it's called? The brake booster, yeah, it's leaking. It needs to be replaced. I have leaks of oil on the head gaskets, so those need to be done, and that's like the minor stuff. But I'm pretty much telling, like, just go and do what you got to do, but they're not telling me a price yet. Like, that means it's gonna be expensive as hell. Then the situation about the van not starting. When I went there on Saturday, I believe it was Saturday. Had to be Saturday, I believe. They did. I talked with the owner. He was working on it, kinda, and he went out and he started it. But you have to have, like, you have to press down on the gas. Like, it won't start. It'll just try to turn over. It wouldn't start. But when he presses on the gas, like holds it down, kind of gives it some gas, and it runs. But it runs like shit. You know, it's like. So, and then right when you take your foot off the gas, it doesn't. It like stops. So they were like, okay, we need to do more tests, figure out what exactly is going on. The original diagnostic price was $350 or something, and that was to see, kind of get a baseline of what's going on. The for sure, we know that there was a lot of misfires in 2 cylinders. The rest were okay. There were some other small little things that he said probably were because of the engine misfires. And then he said when he did start it, he came in the next day because he had to move it. So they were able to move it, start it, move it, and when he came in the next day, he noticed that there was a lot of oil like seeping down on the side of the head. So he was like, it has to be somewhere, like your gaskets need to be replaced, but there has to be some type of built up pressure somewhere, like on the upper portion of your engine, not the lower. So he says, we're going to do more tests. We want to do cylinder compression tests. We want to check your cylinders. We want to check your valves and all that other stuff. And adding those things brought it up to $2,000, like 19 something. I'm just like, do it, man, because I just need to figure out, what's going on. See if it's a good van still. See if to me it's worth it. I got it so cheap, man. I bought the thing for $2,500 4 years ago. It did have a lifter that was making noise from time to time, and it was stopped. I put thicker oils and it runs better. So yeah, and then all of my cylinders, they have good compression. They're at 180, except for 2 that are at 175. So he said it's well within range, especially for the amount of miles it has. Damn, what was it? 320 something or 340? I think he said 320 something. I forget. I don't even remember my miles, man. And we just did taxes, so I have to look at my miles. My mind's been all over the place. So all last week I was looking, I'm like, man, let me just buy another van. Figure this out, get another van. I did have 2 colleagues, 2 carpet cleaners that offered help. One of them was like, let me know, if there's anything I could do for you. But he's in Hawaii. He's a good friend, but you're in Hawaii, man. I appreciate you very much, for real, but that's better than what some people that are local have done. There's another one. He's local. He's in Pleasanton. He's a part of the of CFI, which a group club or whatever I'm a part of, and he's been in there for many moons, since he said for stupid years, over 10 some 20 years, something crazy. And he offered me any equipment I needed, or his actual van when he has a backup van. So he did offer that, but I don't know, man. I can't borrow anybody's stuff. I got to do this on my own. Pride, man. Sometimes your pride can mess you up, though. So I appreciate you for that, for real. So, we got a couple dollars saved up. So I'm like, man, let me see if we could get another van. I had a couple different things in mind. I wanted to get like a new van, or newer, or even a Ford Transit with the high top, the high roof. But those are like in the 25s to 30,000. And I'm not trying to run through all of our money. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not trying to just do that based off of a situation. But it was tempting. Definitely was tempting. For me, I like to buy things with cash. I don't like to do credit anymore. I don't know, man. I've been learning that too from a channel I watch on YouTube, Victory Outdoor Services. He buys everything cash, and he's very successful. And he's just at a point to where he's like, he keeps his equipment for a long time. Like, he's had a lot of his equipment for like 20 years, and he's just like, I don't upgrade unless I really need to. So, and the past year, he's been like actually upgrading all his stuff because a lot of his stuff is getting older, like for real older. So he's just kind of taking us through his process. You know, he buys everything cash. He's, you know, if you don't have it, you're probably not gonna, you know, you're not ready for it. So I've actually been doing that like that too. Because I don't want to be in a situation where if something happens, I don't have, you know, I can't pay bills, or you know, they come and they jacking my equipment. So for me, I'm just like, well, let me just pay cash and you know, go that route. So there is a and then Liza's like, no, just, you know, we could spend like 10,000. And I was like, I'm like, all right. So sometimes you got to listen to your wife. Because my mind right now is all over the place, but she's like a straight on focus right now. So I said, all right. So I'm looking, and I went back on my auction site, and they got a van coming up. They got two of them, 2011, red also, same exact van, and the auction is tomorrow. I'm gonna bid on it. I'm gonna put I don't know, probably put like 3,000. See what I can get. I'm gonna watch it. I've been looking at the history of all these vans I've been selling, and it's been all over the place. Like some of them been selling for like 1,500. Some of them been selling for 4,000 or 5,000. Some of them been selling for like 10. So it's like all over the place. But I'm gonna focus on these. I'm gonna see what I need to do. But I do want another van, so I don't have to feel this way or go through this type of situation again, right? So, and then that brings me to this here. So I still have my own equipment, and what I'm gonna be doing is I'm gonna clean this stuff up. Things work in mysterious ways. You know how the universe works. I was never able to sell these things. I was asking for a good amount of money. They are in really good shape. I mean, this generator is $2,500, and it only has 129 hours on it, which is nothing. I only used it for like 2 or 3 months. Oh no, I'm lying. 2 or 3 months. I only use it for like 6 months. 2 or 3 months. So it's not like a lot. And then, you know, I only have a couple of jobs a day, and trust me. So well maintained, all taken care of, and then this, everything in here is like, it's upgraded, and it's just, I don't know, people just don't see value in certain things. So I still have it. So, and this is a situation where things work the way they work. I need it. So tomorrow, because I have a job on Saturday, tomorrow I'm going to be, I had a job for tomorrow. I did reschedule it for next week. Next week I have like 7 or 8 jobs. 7, 8, 9, in that range. I still got to move some stuff around. I got one on Saturday, but tomorrow I'm going to be on my computer putting in bids, watching this auction. And then after that, once that's over, we're going to go to U-Haul and get rent a van. And I'm going to have the van for, I'm going to put 6-7 days, just depending. I'll probably need it for 7 days. And I'm going to have this stuff in there. For me, like I was talking with my neighbor, and he was saying, like, for one, he buys his vehicles brand spanking new, and he says that for him, and not everybody has this luxury, you know, he's like, for me, I don't let my van or my my work truck get that many miles, because when it starts to get those many miles like that, then you start having problems. And then he said he just goes and buys another one. Like, not everybody has that luxury. And I don't want to buy a van that's, you know, brand spanking new van, Chevy Express. They're like $53,000. There ain't no way. I mean, we just bought this one, so I'm not about to go buy another one, right? And that vehicle was 60 or 57. But you think about it, it's like, I do not want to put myself in that situation. Even if I didn't have this, I probably wouldn't put myself in that situation. So yeah, so he was saying that what he would do, you know, just as an outsider, is he would just rent something if his vehicle went out because the expense. But for me, I'm not spending that much. You know, I can put some money aside to actually have a backup van. And in insurance, you just put it as like a backup van you'll probably use maybe once a year, a couple times a year, just in case you need it. So you're not really going to be coming out the pocket that much. And for me, like, I get nervous, I get scared, I get, you know, emotional. They run all through me when things aren't running smoothly. So, and then, you know, you just don't want to roll up to someone's house in a U-Haul, like, van. It doesn't look professional. So there's so many different things you can do, different routes. I know somebody was asking to do an update. What's the update on the van? And that's why I'm making this video. So yeah, I think that's the best thing to do. Just use the U-Haul for this week, because I really need it. If I do win the van tomorrow, you got to send the funds, and then it takes some time, and then you got to set up a date with the company that's selling it, because it's another Coca-Cola van. So you got to set up a date and all this. I'm not gonna have it by next week. I know that for a fact. And then by that time, hopefully the van will be done. But he said, he goes, if it's like oh, snaps. I've been talking all this time, but I didn't tell you the actual issue. Left y'all suspense. So yeah, anyway, the cylinders are all good. And then the valve spring is what was snapped. So that needs to be fixed. So I just told him, like, you know, if you can just look it over, because I really need this to last. If I can get 500,000 out of this thing, I'll be smooth as eggs. And then, you know, along with, you know, they want to the suspension needs to be fixed and all that stuff. I'll still be way under what a brand new van will cost. And I'm not looking for perfection. You know, it's a work van, but we do need it to last. We are a small business, so we do need to, you know, for one, look professional. We need to be there when we have appointments, and we just need something that's reliable, looks good, you know what I'm saying, and represents what we believe in. Especially like the other thing too is another van would be, you know, I can go park that thing somewhere for like an hour. Like, you know, we got the main strip over here, El Camino, and that's like the main strip that goes all the way through the peninsula of the Bay Area. You know, you can just park it for like an hour, 2 hours. People see that, they may call. So that's another thing. So I'm not just buying it to just need it, but I'm also buying it to, you know, for advertising. There's many different things we could use it for. If we need to haul something, we can easily take this stuff out. I can't really easily take out a truck mount. Like, I don't have a forklift, or, you know, so there's many different things, man. And if I'm all over the place, I apologize. But yeah, we're gonna roll through this, man. we gonna roll through this. So I'm cleaning this stuff up. I just want to have it nice so I can put it in U-Haul for tomorrow. I'm gonna test it, make sure everything is, because now it's like I haven't used it in a while. I'm about to turn it on in a little bit, but I need to make sure everything is smooth so I can. That's another thing. If I don't feel like if I feel lost on a job because I'm like, oh man, I don't have this, I don't have that, I get nervous and I hate that. So I just want to go through everything. I want to get my hoses. I'm not going to put that hose reel in the U-Haul, but just these because they can sit planted. Get my hoses out my van. Get the products I need, my wand and all that stuff, and just make sure that I feel comfortable, confident to clean. I'm probably gonna clean my own carpet again, even though I just did it last couple weeks or something. I just need to feel comfortable. It's been a while since I haven't used this, or since I've used this, and it works, but now it's different. So, yeah, so we're gonna make this happen, y'all. Stay tuned. I still got a ton of videos. A lot of the videos, because I have two or three memory cards full of videos. Probably gonna just start deleting stuff. That way we can just start fresh. Or I may keep a lot of them and upload them. But I'm trying to get these out to you guys. But I'm also trying to upload on my on our DWES family channel. Got a lot of stuff going. I've been trying to stay sane, y'all. But we're gonna make it happen. Just clean it up, man. Make it look decent. And that's it. Test it, use it, make money again. That's the other thing too. Luckily, we're at a point to where we got some money. Which, God dang, you hear that? Which, I shouldn't be as nervous, but you're always nervous. You don't want to lose too much. But, we're already going on 2 weeks almost 2 weeks. It's Wednesday, so of not working. But the two estimates I did, I got those. I had, just before the van went out, like a week prior, I had another estimate. We got that one too. And then I went and did an estimate today, for a dental office. But this mug is like, it's a pretty big dental office. All carpet cleaning. I have to send something to them. When I got in there, I was going to make a video, but it was like there was people in there, and I was just like, let me not. I kind of forgot, and yeah. So if we do get the job, it'll kind of be tied into that, kind of. You know what I'm saying? So, but we'll make it happen. As always, appreciate y'all. If you made it to this almost 24-minute mark, man, I appreciate y'all. It's DWES for life. Peace.